and also to see and see how we best address this so that we are able to protect those that actually have or are victims of such situations around us. Let's look at our second list. And actually, if you look at the issues of social justice, we still come down to the same issue of the status, the positions of individuals within a system or within a social structure, and also how they do relate. Now, the only way that you as social workers, right, can address this type of disparities is for you to break down or to reinforce your views on how you think these disparities can actually be addressed. Do we actually have to have people who are dominant? Yes, it is important. But do we have to have people who are dominant and they want to dominate of other people? Because what happens in terms of social work, it means that this group here, okay, which group would bring around more social problems between the two? Which group would be more susceptible to vulnerability in terms of their wellness or well-being? This one will be the big, right? So that let's look at we talked about power relations or whatever it is. There's an issue of distribution of resources. Let's go back to look at our policy issues, right? If it is a public policy that individuals must receive certain support, right? Whether in terms of gas or subsidy or whatever it is. In most cases, the dominant group would actually benefit more than the group which is dominated because they have the power to control the process of what is happening around them. And you find that the type of people that will actually bring along social problems to you will be the group which is dominated. Now, as a social worker, what do you do? I said, let's go back to our policy. When we look at the policy, talk about public and private policies, right? And that public policy, mostly the state policy, government policy, supported by a lot of laws around and also procedures and processes. Now, if you are dealing with these types of groups and your president says that we are going to distribute free fertilizer and seeds to people who are poor, who do you think will fall in that category? It will be this group, right? But are we sure that this type of category of people would actually benefit from that type of gesture? It's possible they will not benefit because they will probably have very little to say about what is going to happen today, right? The systems, procedures, and all sorts of things that are going to apply may be against their ability to actually benefit. So, in terms of social policy, what did I say? What do you do? If you are a social worker and there's a public policy clear about providing support to vulnerable groups, and you find yourself in a situation where, in a community where you are working, you have that type of arrangement. And naturally, the dominant group there, even if it is a village, it will be the rural. Don't you think so? Mafum. That's not the same way we are. Mafum. He's a joke. There was a program that said that Malata said subsidy. We are too young to hear or to know about that. It was the chiefs of building houses for their friends and whatever it is. But the program was not there. They go to government. The Indian was 32. There is after Malata 22. Matoro again, but Matoro feet 28 again hours. He knows that the Makazin, the Machana, and so forth. So those villages around the chief Malata. People around them, Mauzo, the issue of power. I like one place that I done a long time ago. But never went beyond the roundabout road. Maybe it's almost not going beyond that. But I like if you are going to Lansare and you are going to, you are passing through, what do you call that place? From here you go to Rizuru. Seriously. From Rizuru you go to Bapili. There's a small place where there's a small market as you are going in. Very famous market when I used to travel, you go there. That was a book on goes that's also a part of disaster when they don't know it. No, I get it. From Rizuru. Wait, you tell me. Susan from Rizuru, we go up from where? Yes. But and from there, so you go, you after everything, so pass like that. I don't know what to say today, but look at the issue of public questions after that place, right? And we go. You should have been about another Mozambique and along the road, another person inside of the then go to church. You have collocation by Mabruga Mata. Well before we again. To your left, you better give them also but friends of them. That's right. With 1 or 2, 3, someone. As we check, maybe that community sees some support from government to do, but people, because of power, some people are not able to benefit from that. That's well before we again. So that is our principle number 1. Let's look at our second principle here and see how it affects us. So I want to upgrade the prayer with that. Not collapse. Just keep on. Let's go to drink water. Let's go. But not only that, sometimes when you come here, you're bad session. Then you go eat half. Don't go here and you have half. Okay. No. But home, there must be seen by the parents. Also, I can't remember this. Right? But we flow away. That's a show. Don't do our principle number 2 is where you link it's a linkage between the people or personnel and politics. This is our second principle. Personnel or personnel and the political here, how we view individuals in relation to whether they're being marginalized or oppressed or seriously. We view them from a certain context which defines their life situation. That's what it means. You review an individual from a context which defines that individual's life situation. What means that? Sometimes people are oppressed because of how they are or what they are. Yes. Is there a difference between what somebody is and who somebody is? Any difference? Who you are and what you are these two different? That's who I am. No? Okay, that's true. What are you? Or who are you?
What are you?
Yes, what are you? Correct. Good.
Well, what I is like looking for the individual meaning, like what you are.
You're mixed. Who you are, the person. Yes. Who you are, this person. Yes. The character is there, the behavior is there, and you, all your particular are yours. But what you are, and who, what are you, what are you capable of? Right? You can say, who are you? You say, I'm a doctor, no. What are you? I am a trained, qualified doctor. And look at this and say, here it is. Here it is. I hope you don't want me to address that in your word which you don't even know. I'm not cheating. You don't even know in the same way. So that's why I know you can. Nobody knows it. Right? Yeah. So you look at an individual from that type of context, the individual, whatever it is, and the issue of politics, there will still be some things like that. And this is how you start to say you're reviewing an individual from the social context, right? In which you see that particular individual. So when I was talking about issues of marginalization, oppression, and also sometimes we look at those people from that angle and also define what they are. And in the end, actually, those things will be able to let us understand those people and see what is available for them and whether they are going to benefit from that or not. So that's our principle number 2. We have our third principle here, which I think we will mention over again, is that of power again. And other principle. How does it perpetuate rather the marginalization of people, and also how does it affect people in their social standing within the social structure and within the social system. Yes. Let's talk about power. What is it? Yeah?
Ability to control.
That is power. So in particular view, that is power.
That's anything.
So what comes to power is actually something which is a concept which helps us to actually explore the public and private spheres of people's or individuals' life. That is all. But our gentleman called Baker and Roberts. Baker and Roberts look at power and they state that power is actually a social concept that helps us to understand or explore both public and private spheres of individual lives. Yes, if we're talking about power and influence, power and control, all those things are social concepts that give us the context in which an individual is seen from the structure within the power plane. That's what it is. Now, what it means, according to Roberts, is that power can operate, one, at a personal level or at a structural level. This is why I did give you that diagram to illustrate the power relations between those that can dominate or control and those that are dominated or are in control. That type of dichotomy. And also, we're looking at sort of a cyclic type of arrangement. So power is just cyclic. Sometimes can be cyclic. When it comes to issues of conflict, for example. Conflict in power relations will always arise from the categories of individuals who feel like they are being oppressed, for example, right? That's not conflict to start. There's nobody who can start conflict. For example, that's the intestinal thing. Why don't we have times when the chocolate gets angry and it goes to Parliament in town and from a good government? That's why. Why can't just come in town and say, Parliament, when you have a month in any Parliament? How does it work? But why is that so that carry the whole country to the power relations, right? Yes. There's no need for shepherd go to demonstrate. Has the power. And they can use it and abuse it, and whatever it uses or the way it was it, that's why. But the ones who are dominated, in other ways the powers, are the ones who are going to create that type of conflict. And that's why people go walking, carrying all the way. This is what we end up as all trying to, in the end, get that. So, power does actually operate at two levels, at personal level and also at structural level. And this is what gives us what I illustrated here as the structure. That is social structure, which anything that is social is human related. So that structure did actually give us an illustration of how that can actually relate. Now, from Robert's argument here, he says actual power, which is true, is influenced by a few elements within the social structure. One of those is the issue of culture. Culture can influence power, right? Just mention the area. Mafunzo ni mambo ya kuambia. The one who is using chair of my language because the chair was that one. Whatever that's chair of yours. I'm not going to use it anymore. No?
Like say, the joystick is too much to
Why?
I don't know.
No, not sure.
Most of the time in English.
So do I. What's that? I know it. Also do that. I know.
No, that's it's like this. You just there.
So my teacher is like me. What do you mean?
Okay, it's like teacher is the second community.
So, what we are saying is that power can be influenced by the culture, by the economic situation or condition of that people in that particular structure, and also psychological factors. How do you think power would work within the psychological sphere? That's simple. Can power actually be psychological between the dominated and those who are dominant, for example? What is right there? Do we think that some individuals lose their power because of some psychological issues within themselves? And I told you one simple thing when we started. When an individual meets another individual for the first time, your brain goes to work full time and very quick. Yes? Full time and very, very quick. You measure that one, evaluate that individual, put that individual in a position that suits you.